let me read. Okay, let's send a message in chat. Okay, let's test that I can hear and listen and you can hear and listen. Okay, again, testing that you can hear me and everything is all okay. Right. Again, testing that you can hear me and everything is all okay. Right. Again, testing that. Okay, okay. Nice. Okay, so we are live and I won't bother even introducing myself. Hopefully, some people, some viewers will join. The stream today is going to be about building my own shell. It's a challenge, it's gonna be full of learning new stuff. I'm not very familiar in OS and I don't think I need to because this guide right here, codecrafters.io, they have a very popular guides. And yeah, my weapon of choice will be C++, although it's my first time writing any sort of code in C++, not even maybe a single file of C++ I've written, but I'm more familiar with C and C Sharp and Java. C++ is something that I'm very interested into learning, and it's very familiar to C in some areas, maybe syntax, and C++ object oriented, but I think it gets the best of both worlds. Okay, let's begin. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna study a lot here, so hopefully you can study alongside with me, ask questions, and maybe roast me a little bit for being bad at coding. Roast me a little bit. Great. Okay, great. It is what it is. Okay. No, I don't want to get familiar with the syntax. I already know the syntax, so I'm not sure. Okay, okay. All right, git clone. Wait a minute, I want to check that it did create me a repository. Yep, I already see it. That's fucking amazing. Oh, excuse me, French. Wait a minute, no, maybe it's something different. Okay, no. I looked at something else. Okay. Now I have to screen share both my IDE and the website. So you know what? I think I will only screen share from now on the website. I mean the IDE. Okay, so one more thing. Let me make sure that's right here. I'm not sure what exact configuration I want to show. Let me think about it. Yeah, that's not good enough. Few minutes. Okay, so I will do something different. Okay, great. Now I think I set it up fine. So let's actually begin coding and studying. Okay, let's go. Great. So oh no, I don't like this. Okay, so essentially what is a shell? A shell is maybe I should just show you this and then we'll talk what shell is. Okay, so we are gonna start with git clone. My god, wait a minute, I really don't like that one. I don't like that I have autocomplete here at all. God, god dang it. The thing is, I don't like autocomplete, nor do I like vibe coding. I don't get to really learn anything with vibe coding or using autocomplete, but my friend used my computer and made a few changes in VS Code, and I see it's also affected cursor, which I can't understand why it happened. Why doesn't it load? Okay, let's try. No, still no. Let's do Great. Okay. God, I hate it. No, I can't. I really don't like the autocomplete. I'm struggling. Can't seem to. Okay, maybe I should restart cursor. Maybe it will work. And let's first try and test. I don't know. Uh, oops. Okay. I'm sure I'm not very entertaining right now. But configuring the right Okay, I can't seem to. I did disable the here the, let's say, coding suggestions, but I want to disable the terminal suggestions also. So the thing I'm gonna do is I'm not even going to use the terminal. That's right. I'm going to use a real shell, Unix, not Windows. So I'm doing something, 1 second. Okay, great. So I'm going to open something called Linux shell. Yeah, and let me also share screen this. Okay, great. Now we are really messing around. My god, I hate it. Hopefully you can see it well. So yeah, this is a shell. I run here and I found a bug. That's great. Okay, this is a bug. I haven't made this shell. It's by Microsoft, I guess. It's running Ubuntu. And I mean, it's not the shell that is running Ubuntu, but we will soon understand what a shell is. And okay, so this is not Windows. Here you can see here a shell, and I am running currently on a Windows machine. I'm running something called Ubuntu, which is an operating system that is Linux distribution. What a Linux is a group of operating systems. We have many different types of Linux, let's say. For example, there is Ubuntu, which you are now seeing. You can create not only a text-based UI, you can also use a GUI, meaning a graphical UI, GUI, or whatever you want to call it. And different kinds of Linux. There are Ubuntu, there is Arch Linux, there is Debian, there are many different type of Linux, and I can't really bring them up fast because one sec. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so let's understand what we are seeing here. Here is the code. It's C code. We are not going to write today in C. We are going to focus on C++, and we are going to build something like this. I'm running something called WSL, Windows Subsystem for Linux, which means I'm currently working. Here is a working PC running Windows, and inside of it I'm also having a subsystem or a sub operating system, which is Linux based Ubuntu. Great. Also there is another interface, or I'm not sure exactly how to call it, above Linux, which is Unix. Unix is all sorts of operating systems that have the same standard. It's a standard for operating systems, and I'm not exactly sure what the standard is called, but whatever. Let me check for a second. I will tell you exactly what it's called. And POSIX, like this you write it. Okay, it's the standard of the family of the operating system named Unix. Great. So what the standard is, as you can see here, users, so we can have different users. I mean, currently you see a Windows, never mind. we won't dive into operating systems right now because I'm not very familiar with operating systems. My knowledge is very shallow currently, so I can't teach something that I'm not very well informed about, and I shouldn't. So let's start with our goal, which is programming a shell. And first of all, we haven't solved the problem of the terminal auto-completing, so that's why we are using this shell. Great. So again, not going to use PowerShell, which is Windows shell. We are going to use Linux shell. Also, macOS is also Unix based. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, my bad. I'm using something called git clone, which is a cloning. It's the way to clone a repository from GitHub. I'm gonna disable the sound. Almost closed it. 1 second. I'm not sure I want to disable actually the sound, but for now it will be disabled. And let's clone the repository. Great. So what happened is we cloned this repository with this folder, and 1 second I'm going to the toilet. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I almost, 1 second, my display's off. Okay, great. Now we can see. This is a proof. I almost had a very bad day. A bad accident. Okay, so a few more minutes and we are gonna get right back. Great, so we have a water bottle and I turned off my phone. I also advise you to turn off your phone when you wanna code and study. It's a great distraction. Okay, great. So let's see. Now I think we can begin. And wait a minute. Okay, so how do I? Great. So I'm using this command. rm means remove, and I want to just delete both the files I created. cd means change directory, and when I use tab it auto completes. That's how it wrote really fast this line. Then I can, again, ls means list, or not list, but to show the current items in the current directory. pwd means print working directory, and as you can see here, something is okay. User yam, my name is yam, desktop code cpp, and code crafters shell cpp. Okay, let's clear. I hope, now that I think about it, I hope I'm not doing something code crafters won't like copywriting or going over copyright, because I'm showing the website in its entirety. And again, I heard very good stuff about this website, not to just learn the basics, but actually to apply them and actually learn, not theory, but practicality. Hopefully, if code crafters don't want me to show the website, I will just remove it. Okay, so what we did is we cloned a repository. We will maybe in the future learn exactly what a repository is, but let's say we cloned a folder full of text files, markdown files, YAMLs, JSONs, .sh, I guess it's a shell, and another. I'm hovering. Okay, 1 second. Let Let me think how I do it. Okay, you will have to understand from not how I hover the cursor, but from how you see it, because I'm quite confused about the stream, how it works. So here I can see the cursor twice. Okay, so look at the small cursor, not the big cursor, small cursor. Oh, you can't even see the big cursor when I hover here. Whatever. Maybe I will change the setup and next time we will have a better setup. Different software for streaming. I heard OBS is great. Okay, so let me just check what SRC has. Okay, the main CPP. When I do this cd then dot dot, it brings me up one folder. Okay, and yeah, test CLI connection. Now I think I'm cooked. CLI means okay. Here I can see there is a pipeline. I mean, I use a couple of commands one after another and connect them. And I'm not sure what does CURL means, maybe copy URL, and bash is the name of the shell. So let me ask exactly. Okay, so it's not copy URL. I mean CURL. Client URL is a command line tool and library used for transferring data to and from server using various internet protocols such as HTTP and HTTP secure. Okay. Exactly what's gonna happen here. So we are gonna use CURL, which means client URL, and we are going to copy files and testing REST APIs. I guess we are gonna just copy files. Okay, so we are going to copy files from the server. This is the name of the server. And I'm not sure exactly what's this flag. A flag is something you add to a command. You shouldn't just plug in commands into your terminal or shell and let them run, because this is an interface. It's a text-based interface. That means you can interact with your computer and that means you can destroy your computer. Okay, just like if I were to go into Windows and delete everything, it will destroy everything I have. Exactly the same. So that's why I'm reading before I'm copy and pasting. Even though it's a safe source, I also want to learn exactly what the flag is and everything else. Okay. Not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, so how do I use AI properly and not destroying my future with AI? I use it to learn. Okay, Copilot sucks, but let's ask him. Great. Smart. If it's smart, then it must be smart. And I see it's in Hebrew, so I will fix that. Let me fix it. No one likes Hebrew, everybody likes English. Dang it. Great. Now it's properly set up. What the hell is this? I don't know what it is. I mean, it's my name, but yes, that's Yam, and this is how you write in Hebrew. Okay. I misspelled it. Again, Hebrew? Really? Okay, great. I like safety. I don't get it now. It's how is it safer? Okay, S for show. Okay, big S is show errors, but only real errors. Okay, L redirects. Big L redirects. Capital L, I mean. Okay. Okay, I trust it. So let's call this, and ping, I know it's to make a connection, and then you we use bash also. Okay, so let's run it. Okay, I need the password. As you can see here, sudo means it's an admin or like a authority or access. It's the strongest type of maybe not the strongest, but it's some sort of a security or making sure that I do have access to certain commands. Okay, because I don't want to, it's like run as administrator. Okay, so let's enter the password. Hopefully I haven't got it wrong. Okay, I did get it wrong. I have it written down. I hope. No, I won't share it with you today. Okay, I wrote it correctly, but great. I knew it, but I haven't wrote it correctly. Okay, CrowdCrafter CLI installed. CLI means command line. Let me check. Command line interface. Makes sense. I don't know why there is so much Hebrew around here. Okay, great. So we get the CLI all downloaded. Now let's ping. Ping just make sure we send a, you know, we send the a ping and we want to receive a pong. It's a connection mechanism, or trying to check that everything is connected. Okay, great. So we get this message. Code Crafters. Welcome to Code Crafters. Ping received. Repository activated. Return to your browser to continue. And as you can see here, I haven't I haven't seen it, but local setup complete. Okay. True. Great. There is a great representation of the files around here. Let me show you. So as you can see here, we can see the, I hope it's not too small, but we can see here the folder and then all the src folder, which will change directory cd, okay? And the other files, it's all the other files you see here, okay? So I'm going to cd into src, meaning source, and then I'm gonna ls, and you will only see, considering what it said here, only should see main.cpp. Great, we only have main.cpp. Amazing. Also, again, I'm gonna be bad at C++ because I haven't wrote a lot of code in C++. Run code crafter submit. Once you're ready to test your code, simply run code crafter submit. Okay, that's good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. Okay, so I'm going to interact with the Code Crafters, I guess, website through the, why I made it so big? Through the command line, or not command line, but yeah, through the Ubuntu and Windows subsystem for Linux and whatever you want to call it, this shell right here. Confetti, let's go. Let's go first stage. Oh no, I'm sure I can't show this video. Alright, so we're cooked. We're definitely cooked. Okay, so I'm going to open the main CPP. Clear is to clear the terminal, okay? If you want to make it clean, you use clear. Like this. I'm going to open the main CPP with cursor. No comment. Okay, my bad. I wrote cursor at the end. What the hell? Wait a minute. Not what I wanted. I think cursor is already installed, but it did open everything, but in a new place. Okay, never mind. And I can tell you that they use the software. No, it's not that software. Okay. I think I should end the stream, do my due diligence about showing you the video in terms of copywriting. I don't want to violate their copyright and anything else. I want to respect their rules. So the stream is going to end short, but I hope it won't be the last stream. So I hope we can study and learn and build together, and I hope it's with the Codecrafters platform alongside with it. Okay, so see you tomorrow, maybe. I hope so. But I guess we had some fun. Maybe we'll have more fun in the